Okay, this is where we left off. Update resource window on verse change. And the main reason you want that is that you want this is the resource window, which automatically opens up the lexicons. You want them to track the text. Okay. So we don't want the word tip, so we're saying okay in that. Now we're not getting the word tip, so that makes it a little easier on the video. I'm having trouble recording it. I'm not real keen on these things. We went through that. Where we had stopped was to tell you what kind of lexicons you have in BibleWorks versus which ones you have to buy. Okay? And the ones that you have are Freiburg, Lunida, Bauerdanker, you got to pay $75 for. Liddell Scott Abridged is included in BibleWorks, so it's there, which I really like because it goes through etymology. This one you pay for, but it's like 30 bucks, maybe 50. This one's Ball's EDNT, a lot of people like. I bought it for $119. I don't know if it's really any good or not. I just got it. This is Gingrich of Bauerdanker, Arndt and Gingrich. This is the unabridged Liddell Scott, which you can also look at for free on at Tufts, on Perseus at Tufts. But the search engine's really slow. This is Brown Driver Briggs for Hebrew. They're already bundled with BibleWorks. You don't have to pay extra for that. You do have to pay extra for the Liddell Scott Unabridged. It's not much. Okay. Here's Kohler Baumgartner. You have to pay for that. Holiday, I think, is extra. And this is Twelve, which is my favorite Hebrew lexicon because he goes into the etymology. Okay, I like him and Thayer the most. And then there are grammars, and pretty much I think Connie Bear you got to pay for. Croy you got to pay for, but it's cheap and you can get it for an even lower price at Amazon on Kindle. Then there's Davis. And these are all beginners books. And then of course this is Wallace. This is not Wallace's basic book. This is exegetical syntax, which is, you know, it's okay. It's basic stuff. McDonald, Robertson. Robertson is included, I think. I'm not sure. I think Wallace is included, and you might have to buy it. I don't remember which ones. BibleWorks' own Greek paradigms. That's, you know, showing the way the word changes. Zerwick you have to buy. I think Burton you have to buy. I don't remember which ones I bought and which ones were already bundled. Some of them are bundled. Furtado I already had in hardback. I think that's bundled. I'm not sure. Gesenius is bundled. That's his, you know, 1910 Hebrew grammar. BibleWorks Hebrew paradigms. That's pretty good. Morocco you buy, but it's cheap. It's not much. Stevenson's Aramaic you buy. Walking O'Connor you buy. Wine Green you buy. But the prices are really cheap. So, you know, considering what you have to pay at seminary, this is a cheap deal. Okay, and then a lot of these references are already included in BibleWorks, but I forget which ones. I think this one, and Schaff is included for sure. The New Testament Apocrypha by James. I don't mean the Apostle James, it's the author who compiled it. Matthew Henry's already included. Nave's Topical is included. I don't read these, so I can't tell you. I read Schaff, but not here. And then these are all included. This one I think I had to buy, I'm not sure. The Babylonian Talmud is not the full Babylonian Talmud. This is Rodkinson's edition, and it's only some books. It's most of them. Okay. Thompson Chain Reference Bible is included, because I would have never bought it myself. Torrey's included. Archer and Sharingo. OT Quotes, McDonald. And then the Tischendorf critical apparatus, I think I had to buy. I'm not sure. This is really good, but you can also get it. You know, you can get. I think you can get it at Amazon for like $19, $28, something like that. But what's good about getting them in BibleWorks is they're often keyed to the verses. Okay. And then here are your options about what citations you want to show. If you don't want Bible citations to show, then check that box. If you don't want the topical links to show, then check that box. Uncheck that box. I like both. Okay, my computer's slowing down again because it's not referencing the check boxes. So now all of a sudden they're off and I can't turn them back on again. Yep, I'm having trouble with my machine. I'll have to shut down. Okay, I hope you can hear me over the noise of my dryer in the background. I got kind of anal. I'm nothing if not anal. I pulled out my price list of what I paid for these things, just so that you know. Freiburg's included, Lunita's included, Bauer Danker. I got a combined deal on Bauer Danker and Hallott down here. These are two supposedly kingly lexicons. Okay, you cannot get Kittle. You can get abridged Kittle, but you can't get full Kittle in BibleWorks. But you can get it at Logos. Of course, you have to put up with Logos' horrible interface. You can get Kittle at Logos for $200. I did that. But here the combined Bauer Danker and Hallott are $212. And it's worth it. The trouble is that you have to know how to read lexicons with Hallott. All he gives you is citations. They don't really make much. It's like in shorthand. That's the hardest thing with these lexicons, is learning their lingo. All right. So, but that's something you should get this one. You should get Bauer Danker. And you might as well get Hallott. Okay, you'll learn how to read the lingo after a while. Just use 1 John 1:9. That's all I do. I'm not smarter than you. I seem that way only because I've been doing it for so long. Okay? So this one's already bundled. This one's already bundled. This one's extra for about $100. This one's already bundled. This one I love, and it's bundled. And you can also get it for free on the internet. There's another software that's a lot like BibleWorks that's for free, or the guy wants a donation, called the Word software. If you're interested in that, send me a message and I'll send you the link. I'm very intrigued by the guy that's behind it. He's very dedicated. Okay, this one, I paid for it somewhere, but I'm not sure what the abbreviation is. Bear with me, I'm looking. I can't tell. I had to have bought it, but I can't tell where it is that I bought it or what I bought it for, because it's got an abbreviation on the front page, but I don't see that it's corresponding to anything. It might be include LEH. Ah, okay. I paid $25 for that one. This one I paid $119 for. The Gingrich is bundled with BibleWorks. Okay, the Liddell Scott unabridged was expensive. I paid $135 for that. But these guys are big on classical Greek. Okay, like I said, you could get it free on Tufts, but you have to wait like 5 minutes per search. Brown Driver Briggs is already bundled with BibleWorks. Hallott, I already told you about. That's about $100. Holiday's bundled with BibleWorks because I didn't pay for it. Otherwise, I would have. This is 12. This is bundled with BibleWorks and one of my favorite all-time Hebrew lexicons because they go into the etymology. Okay, now for the grammars. Connie Bear, I didn't pay for that, so it must be bundled with BibleWorks. I paid for Croy, but it was only $13, and it's about the same price on Kindle. Problem with Kindles, you can't search on Greek. The good thing about BibleWorks is that you can search on Greek. So Croy is a good deal. Davis Beginner's Grammar, that must be bundled because I didn't pay for it. Wallace is bundled with BibleWorks. There is another module where you can get Greek Beyond the Basics bundled. I have the hardback, and I would have rather purchased it in BibleWorks. Okay, but you know I can't because I already have it in hardback. Okay. McDonald must be bundled in BibleWorks because I didn't pay for it. Okay, Robertson bundled. That's the Robertson. BibleWorks Greek Paradigms. Zerwick I paid $15 for. Okay, I haven't looked through these really. Okay, I thumbed through them. Oh, it's basic. Okay, fine. If I need to remember something, I've got the material. You know, because if I'm traveling or something, I can't take all my books with me, so I got to have them on the computer. Okay, Burton Moods and Tenses. As far as I can tell, I didn't pay for it. Now, maybe I did, but I can't tell from the title if I did. I'm looking. Bear with me. There's a lot of text that comes with your order when you're buying modules. Oh, I had to buy Furtado. Okay, but I'm not seeing that I paid for Burton. Okay, so maybe that's bundled. BDF, Greek Grammar of the New Testament, I should have paid for that. That might be bundled. You'll be able to go to the BibleWorks page and tell what's in and what you have to pay for. Okay, Furtado, I had to pay for it. And what did I pay for Furtado? I have it on hardback. This is kind of silly that I bought it too. Well, except that way I don't have to carry it. I'm not real fond of his way of presenting stuff. There's this trend in the Hebrew presentation. It's the same problem in the Greek. Is they want to make you pronounce it like modern. And you're going to miss things that are really important, especially in the meter, if you do that. Yeah, I paid, what's the abbreviation? FBHG. Oh, here it is. 25 bucks, that's nothing. Gesenius is bundled with BibleWorks. That's the classical Hebrew grammar book that Edward PF 123 can't even read. He can't tell what a case ending is. BibleWorks Hebrew Paradigms is already bundled. Maroka is in there. I didn't pay for that, I don't think. Stevenson I paid for $20. Okay, Walkie and O'Connor, did I pay for that? That must be bundled. That might be bundled. And then Winegreen I did pay for. That was 50 bucks. Practical Grammar of Classical Hebrew. That's worth buying. Okay, that's when he says practical, he means it. Okay, so that tells you, ideas of what you might want to buy. Okay, all this stuff, I didn't pay for any of this, as far as I know. I didn't even pay for Tischendorf, so that must have been bundled with BibleWorks. Tischendorf, everybody thinks that Tischendorf's critical apparatus is still the standard by which you measure. I mean, it's not like it's perfect. The critical apparatus is a collation of all the manuscripts. It might be helpful to you, so just click it or not as you see fit. And then, remember I said down here in the resources, you had Matthew Henry commentary down here. Well, this little box here says, just show it when you're looking through the KJV. If If you're looking at the KJV, you'll see the Matthew Henry commentary just below it, which is, kind of useful. I use, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This Bible translation is like a NASCAR race. There's always going to be somebody who gets it more right on a given verse than some other translation. So, there's always a winner in a NASCAR race. There's always a second and a third and the guy who's way behind. But you can't say that any one translation is best. Sometimes the KJV gets it more right than everybody else. Sometimes the NIV gets it more right than everybody else. NAU often gets it wrong, but they'll capitalize quotes in the Old Testament that are in the New Testament. So that's why I use it the most. It's also pretty literal, okay? But you have 50 different Bibles, and if you like a particular translation, it will win on some verses and lose on others. There is a 50% loss of meaning in translation. It really is. It's at least 30 on any given verse, and sometimes it's 50 and sometimes it's 100. And no one translation wins over the rest of them. So if you're not, too keen on using the Greek and Hebrew, all right, then you're going to need a lot of translations, and my computer's dying again. So I'm going to sign off and try to figure out why my computer keeps slowing down, because it shouldn't be by now. I've cleaned it up. So as you can see, this is an ordering of things, and we're going to resume at Tools, Options, Browse Window. We've closed and finished the Browse Window option. See, I can't show any more than that. You can't size this box. So we've done Browse Window Configuration Options, and in the next increment we're going to pick up here at Main Window Status Bar Configuration.